Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
We're back on the Nada Yada Island Confessions Show. Benny is about to tell us how he found two loves. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks to Metro, I found iPhone 12 and Apple Watch SE.
At Metro, get the perfect match of both iPhone 12 with 5G and Apple Watch SE for only $99.99. You heard that right. Both for just $99.99. Holidays with Nada Yada Yada. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number and ID, sign up for Metro Flex Plus, and add a watch line. Not available if you're with T-Mobile or been with Metro in the past 180 days. Limit 2 per account.
Hey, it's Austin James. Yes, I'm living with diabetes, but it doesn't have to define me. Thanks to the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor, I get real-time glucose readings throughout the day. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor is small and easy to wear, giving me the freedom to focus on my life as a parent and a musician. Now this is progress. You can get a free sensor at freestylelibre.us.
Offer available for people who qualify. Visit myfreestyle.us to see all terms and conditions. Certain exclusions apply. Data on file, Abbott Diabetes Care. For prescription only. Safety info found at freestylelibre.us.
This year, Santa's bringing the power of Energizer into his workshop.
Whoa, the Energizer Bunny's got so much power.
Wait, he's powered up all the toys. I think that means we're done for the year.
I love this bunny.
He's the hardest working helper the North Pole has ever seen. And he wants all your gifts to have the power of the #1 longest lasting AA battery. So this holiday season, stock up on Santa's and the elves' favorite battery, Energizer Ultimate Lithium.
Craven, the hunter, who uses all the methods of the animals.
On December 13th.
Once you're on his list, there's only one way off.
Are you like your father?
He puts evil into the world. I get rid of people like him.
Who's next?
Witness the making of a new Marvel villain.
You think you have some kind of honor? You're a criminal, just like our father.
Aaron Taylor Johnson is Craven the Hunter. Rated R. Under 17 on a minute without parent. In theaters December 13th.
Welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast covering news, notes, and opinions for your Philadelphia Eagles right here on the Eagles Pinpole Podcast Network. I'm your host, Phil Stiefel. You can find me on all social media platforms at Beard of Knowledge and talking every morning on the STT Sports Network, hosting Trending in the AM at 8 a.m. 5 days a week. Guys, it's Wednesday, December 4th, and more roster news to start today's episode off with. The Eagles made a practice squad cut, cutting John Ross, a wide receiver from the practice squad. No harm, no foul there. Not anything that really is life-shattering. But they did add to the practice squad a fullback. A fullback. Yes, I said that, a fullback. Now, pardon me if I'm pronouncing this wrong. You all know I'm terrible, dang terrible at pronouncing names. Kariri Blasingame. I think I said Blasingame. Blasting name. I don't know. Something like that. Career blasting game. He's played 66 career games with the Titans and Bears. Almost 700 offensive snaps. Almost 900 special team snaps. And this Kerry blasting game was brought on for two reasons. One, to add depth to the practice squad for someone that they can call up for special teams. Also, the Eagles did fall in love with the Ben Van Sumeren fullback. We have a fullback on our roster for the first time in ages. Not a linebacker turned fullback, a fullback. You saw Grant Calcaterra filling in briefly in that role on Sunday against the Baltimore Ravens, but with Dallas Goedert's injury and the length of time that Dallas Goedert's going to miss still up in the air, Grant Calcaterra is going to have to transition back to the tight end one role. So bringing up someone like Kahiri here to play fullback on the practice squad, he'll get a little bit of practice this week. Maybe you start to see him get elevated this week because he also, like I said, can play special teams as well, something that the Eagles truly seem to value, the special teams role. But also, like I said, you know, they really seem to be getting comfortable with having a fullback out there blocking. And even though Grant Calcaterra, has to be elevated to tight end one from that backup tight end position, he also didn't fare so well in that fullback role on Sunday. So it's just something to think about. It's just something that they made. It's kind of exciting, honestly. He's a 28-year-old kid. Like I said, lots of experience blocking. So it's something that'll help this running game become even more explosive over the next 3, 4, 5 weeks if he gets his opportunity. Jalen Hurts has been in the news a lot lately this week for the fact that the Eagles are winning despite him not throwing a massive amount of touchdowns or yards or this and that. When did winning not matter, or how you win not matter. Jalen Hurts, people are talking about Jalen Hurts because he's last in the league in pass attempts and only thrown 307 pass attempts on the season so far. Does it matter that he's not throwing the ball? He is averaging fourth most yards per attempt in the NFL at 8.2 yards. So when he's throwing it effectively, decisively, and accurately. He's stretching the field when necessary. He's running with effectiveness. Hell, Lamar Jackson's year last year, his MVP year, which was so amazing, supposedly, he didn't throw the ball that much. He was in the bottom few in pass attempts last year. But for some reason, it's not okay for Jalen Hurts to be there. Jalen Hurts, since the start of the 2022 season, is 35-9 as the start of the Eagles. That is nearly an 80% win percentage, 795. When did things become about more than just winning? I think the easy answer is fantasy football, gambling, and the explosion of those industries have really made it more important for quarterbacks to have pretty shiny stats than just do what they're supposed to do, which is effectively lead a team to victory, which is what Jalen Hurts does. Vic Fangio spoke on Tuesday, and he had some doozies this week. And I want to bring these up. First, he was asked about Jalen Carter and how he's constantly getting held, and how what can Jalen Carter do? And he just blatantly, openly, honestly said, "You got any ideas? Because I'm out of them." So I love the honesty there from Vic Fangio. He was also asked about Alex Hunt, and he might have dropped Vic Fangio his best piece, his best soundbite, his best quote of the year. And he basically said, and I quote, "Despite what Allen Iverson said, more you practice, the more you play, the better you get." Vic Fangio, he just speaks the love language of Philadelphia Eagles fans. Despite Allen Iverson's practice, we talking about practice. Allen Iverson loved to talk about practice. Well, Vic Fangio actually truly loves to talk about practice and how practicing makes you better and gives you opportunities to play even more. I love it. That's my saying of the week. Vic Fangio, he speaks the love language of Eagles Nation. Now, certain types of players can appreciate Fangio, and certain types of players will succeed under Vic Fangio. Certain ones won't, because certain players won't appreciate that. I mean, Alex Hunt had a very good game on Sunday against the Ravens, in an elevated role with Brandon Graham being hurt. And Vic Fangio just blatantly said, yeah, he did some really nice things. He also made some mistakes. He's got to continue to get better. And every game, every day of practice, he'll continue working, get better, better, better. And certain players respond to that. Certain types of players don't. But what's so shocking is that the 13 players that played 30% of the snaps or more on Sunday, there's only 4 of them, that are over 25 years old. Josh Sweat's 27. Can't even read my own notes. Zach Bond's 27. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Isaiah Rodgers are 26. Reed Blankenship and Milton Williams are 25. Everyone else is 24 below. Hell, you got Cooper DeJean that's 21 on this team. A whole bunch of 23-year-olds. Jalen Carter only 23. Jordan Davis 24. Quinion Mitchell 23. Nakobe Dean 23. Typically, those young players, it's hit or miss whether they buy into that style of coaching of Vic Fangio. And they all 13 of them are buying into that strategy and style of Vic Fangio coaching. The Eagles are the number one defense in football. And if it finishes that way, this will be the first time since 1991 that mean green defense in 91 with Clyde Simmons and Reggie White and Seth Joyner and company. First time they would have a number one ranked defense since 1991, if it holds true. 2022, it was great, but they were only second. They finished the year. And in the Super Bowl 2017 victory year, they finished fourth in total defense. So this could be the first time I'm trying to do the math on the fly here, in 33 years that the Eagles have the number one ranked defense. And it's all because Vic Fangio's style, every single person on this defense, every player has bought into what he is saying and how he is saying it. And I think we just got to continue to give a round of applause for Vic Fangio and his love language that he speaks to us, Eagles Nation, and to the players, obviously, as well. Guys, I'm Phil Stiefel. This is the Eagles Checkdown. Please check out Trend in the AM, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Down below in the description of this video, I've got a link. Copy and paste it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, STT Sports Network. And this is, like I said, the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is. News, notes, and opinions right here on the Eagles Pinball Podcast Network. Guys, go Birds, and bubbles up to y'all.
This episode is brought to you by Etsy.
Oh.
Hear that?
Okay. Thank you.
Etsy knows these aren't the sounds of holiday gifting. Well, not the ones you're hoping for. You want squeals of delight. Happy tears.
How did you?
And spontaneously written songs of joy.
I am so happy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, the song needs a bit of work, but anyway, to get those reactions, make sure everyone on your list feels heard with handmade, handpicked, and designed gifts from small shops on Etsy. Gifts like personalized jewelry, custom artwork, cozy style items, vintage pieces, and home decor to celebrate all of your favorite people and their specific kind of special. For original gifts that say, I get you, Etsy has it.
Feel your max with Brooks Running and the all-new Ghost Max 2. They're the shoes you deserve, designed to streamline your stride and help protect your body. Treat yourself to feel-good landings on an ultra-high stack of super comfy nitrogen-infused cushion that takes the edge off every step, every day. The Brooks Ghost Max 2. You know, technically, they're a form of self-care. Brooks, let's run there. Head to brooksrunning.com to learn more.
So, you want to be a marketer. It's easy. You just have to score a ton of leads and figure out a way to turn them all into customers. Plus, manage a dozen channels, write 1 million blogs, and launch 100 campaigns all at once. When that's done, simply make your socials go viral and bring in record profits. No sweat. Okay, fine. It's a lot of sweat. But with HubSpot's AI-powered marketing tools, launching benchmark-breaking campaigns is easier than ever. Get started at HubSpot.com/marketers.
Shop Blinds.com Cyber Monday sales event now for some of the best deals of the season. A Blinds.com design expert can help you make the perfect selection on your schedule. We can handle everything from measure to your whole home installed for one low cost. With over 25 million windows covered, Blinds.com is the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings. Save up to 50% site-wide, plus doorbusters and a free professional measure right now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.